Binary trees are special type of trees, and again, as they are trees, so they have a collection of elements which are called nodes. And yes, the topmost element is called the root node. The special property of binary trees is that each node has 0, 1 or at the most 2 children. So each node can have at the most 2 children only. It cannot have more than 2 children. So let's take a look at this tree. Root node A, it has 2 children, B and C. B has 2 children, D and E. C has 2 children, F and G. D has 2 children, H and I. E does not have any children. It is a leaf node. F has 2 children, J and K. G has only 1 child. So each node is either having 0, 1 or 2 children. Nodes H, I, E, J, K and L, they are leaf nodes and they do not have any children. What about this tree? A node has 2 children, B and C. C has 0 children. Node B has 2 children again, out of which E has 0 children and D has 1 child. So this is also a binary tree. What about this one? A has 2 children, B and C. C has 0 children. B again has 1 child, D. D has 1 child, E. E has no children. Again, this is a binary tree because each node is having either 0 or 1 or at most 2 children. This also is a binary tree because each node is having 1 child and E is having 0 children. This is also a binary tree. This would also be a binary tree. This is also a binary tree. But this will not be a binary tree because here in this case, each node would be having, so node A would be having 3 children. So you see over here in this case, node A is having 3 children. So this is not a binary tree. So binary tree will have at the most 2 children. It can have 0 child, a node can have no children, 1 child, or at the most 2 children. We know that the root node is the starting point of each tree and it is the node which does not have any parent. As you can see, T1 is the left subtree of this root node and T2 is the right subtree of R, which is the root node. T1, which is the left subtree, is also known as the left successor of R, and T2 is also known as the right successor of R. As you know, we have discussed in earlier videos that a subtree would be a node and all its descendants. So T1 would be the node B with all its descendants, and T2 would be the subtree containing the node C and all its descendants. Terminal nodes, which are the leaf nodes, they contain an empty left subtree and empty right subtree. So if you see recursively, A is having one left subtree T1 and one right subtree which is T2. If we come to node B, then it is having one left subtree which comprises of node D and its descendants and a right subtree which comprises of node E. If we look at node D, then again it has one left subtree with H and one left subtree with node I. Similarly, E also has a left subtree which is null, which is empty, and a right subtree as well, which also is empty. So all the leaf nodes will also have left subtrees and right subtrees. The only thing is that those left subtree and right subtrees would be empty. Similarly, if we look at node C, then we see that there is a left subtree with node F and its descendants and a right subtree with node G and its descendants. If we look at node F, again there is a left subtree and a right subtree. If we look at J, since this is a leaf node, both its left and right subtrees are empty. Similarly with node K, it has two subtrees, one left subtree and one right subtree, but they are empty. For node G, its left subtree is empty. It has only one child. It has only one child in the form of a right subtree, and that is L. And L has an empty left subtree and empty right subtree. So we have seen that the binary tree is recursive by definition. Each node in the tree contains a left subtree and a right subtree. So if we know the height of a binary tree H, and we are talking about only binary trees over here, so we know that the height of a tree is the total number of nodes on path from the root node to the deepest node in the tree. So when we talk about the height, so whichever is the longest path of the root node to its deepest leaf. So if we talk about this root node A, it can go to the deepest leaf in any of these directions, and we see that the deepest leaf is at the depth is 3. The height also, if you see, would be 3. So we say that the height of this tree is 3. You can refer to my earlier videos to see how to check the height and depth of a tree. We also know that a tree which just has a root node would be having a height of 0. So suppose if the height of a binary tree is given, then how can we compute that what would be the maximum number of nodes in that tree? So if the height is given, that means we have to count the number of nodes at each level. So what are the number of nodes at each level that we have to compute? So let's see how we can compute that. So I'm going to talk about the level and the number of maximum nodes that can be present at that particular level. So if we talk about level 0, and please refer to my earlier videos of what level means. So if we talk about level 0, we can just have the root node. So the number of maximum nodes possible is just 1. If we talk about level 1, then there can be only 2 nodes, because the root node can have at most 2 children. So at level 1, only 2 nodes maximum can be present. Note that this is a binary tree and each node can have a maximum of 2 children. What about level 2? Each node at level 1 can have 2 children each. So the total number of nodes that can be present is 4. So at level 2, maximum number of nodes that can be present is 4. What about level 3? At level 2, there were 4 nodes, and each of these 4 nodes can further have 2 children each. So the total number of nodes that can be present at level 3 is 8. Again, if we talk about level 4, each of the 8 nodes which are present in level 3 can have again 2 children, and that would result in 16 nodes. 16 maximum nodes at that particular level. This is the maximum number of nodes that can be present at each level. If we look at these numbers over here, we can write them in this form: 2 to the 1, 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 3. So in a way, we see that if the level number is I, then the maximum number of nodes at that particular level in a binary tree, it would be 2 to the power of I. So if the height of the tree is 3, that means we have to start counting from level 3. What are the total number of nodes from level 3? So that would be 2 to the power of 0 plus 2 to the power of 1 plus 2 to the power of 2 plus 2 to the power of 3. If we generalize this and if we say that the height of the tree is h, then what would be the total number of nodes from that level up? So it would be 2 to the power of 0 plus 2 to the power of 1 plus 2 to the power of 2 and so on up till 2 to the power of h. You can see that this is a geometric progression with the common ratio of 2 and there are h plus 1 terms over here. So if you know the formula for the summation of a geometric progression, so you will come up with this number 2 to the power of h plus 1 minus 1. So this is going to depict the maximum number of nodes that can be in a binary tree of height h. So we have now seen that given the height h, what can be the maximum number of nodes. Now we have to see what can be the minimum number of nodes. Suppose the height of the tree is 0. So if the height of the tree is 0, then the minimum number of nodes can be 1, because that would be the root node. If the height of the tree is 1, that means at least one more level has been added to this. So then the minimum number of nodes, they have to be at least 2. If the height of the tree is 2, that means there should be at least one node below this level so that the height can be 2. And in this case, the number of nodes would be 3. If the height of the tree is 3, then again there should be at least one node at a further down level so that the height now becomes 3. 1, 2 and 3. So the number of nodes, if you count, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So given the height of a binary tree, the tree can have at least h plus 1 nodes. So if you see over here, the number of nodes is h plus 1. So we know now that the tree has at most 2h plus 1 minus 1 nodes and the tree has at least h plus 1 nodes. Now tell me, if the number of nodes are given to us, then can we compute what would be the minimum height and what would be the maximum height? So let us see how to work that out. Suppose the number of nodes that are given to us is 5. Then what can be the maximum height of this tree and what can be the minimum height of this tree? So if we see that there are 5 nodes, so let us try to fill this tree completely over here and let us have the maximum number of nodes that can be possible at each level. So this is one way of having a tree with 5 nodes. And this is another way of having a tree with 5 nodes. Then if we feel that there should be only one node at each level, then this would be the tree structure. There would be only 5 nodes. This we see will be obtained when we have maximum height. So here the height would be maximum, and if we are filling up all levels, here the height would be minimum. So the maximum number of nodes over here will give us minimum height, and the maximum height or the minimum number of nodes, this is going to give us maximum height. So this is how we can compute what would be the height if we are given the number of nodes. So if we take this formula, then the maximum number of nodes is 2h plus 1 minus 1. So if the maximum number of nodes are given, we can compute the minimum height from this. And how will we compute this? We have to solve it out. Take log on both sides. This is equal to 1. So h would be equal to log of n plus 1 minus 1, and this is going to result in a float value. So we are going to take the ceiling of it. Let us take an example again. Suppose the number of nodes was 7. So log of 7 plus 1 would be 8 and log of 8 would be 3. So 3 minus 1 would give us 2. So this is the minimum height that can be obtained with 7 nodes. Let's see what the tree structure would look like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And you can see that the height of this tree is 1 and 2. So the height is 2. So this is the minimum possible height with 7 nodes. Now let us see how can we know what will be our maximum height. For computing the maximum height, we will use the formula for minimum number of nodes. So the formula for minimum number of nodes is this. That minimum number of nodes that can be possible is h plus 1. So h would be, this is n minus 1. So if the number of nodes are 7, what would be the height? Height would be 6. So minimum number of nodes, this is going to give us the maximum height. Let us see what would be the structure of the tree. So if the number of nodes is 7, so we can have a structure like this. So this you see is having a height 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We are just having one node at each level. So we see that the maximum number of nodes will give us the minimum height and the minimum number of nodes will give us the maximum height.